something about brands and expensive, I was looking at the YouTube channel of the creator of the Belgian brand Buchan yesterday. And he did a fan meetup in Antwerp or something. That was a very cool thing that I hope we can one day also do.
Of course. We've done it with Nightmare Studios as well.
But Buchan blew up really fast. And
yeah, but
can you give your, like, I know it's a different brand, but just it's Belgian. So I feel like we should talk about it. Because can't be...
Yeah, but I also don't want to... Okay, so my opinion on the brand is...
No, just be real about it.
The designs are stolen, respectfully. And it happens a lot. It happens a lot in the fashion scene because nobody makes anything original anymore because everything has already been done. And it's cool because I understand that if you're trying to go with a certain style that it's hard to figure out something new. But
what do you call stolen?
If you just take something that's already been done and put your name under it.
But like, if I look at what they do, right? There's not that much designing on it. They slap their brand name on it.
Exactly, but that's kind of it.
But
the problem for me with a lot of these brands are they deliver shit quality for a low price. And that's what Belgium likes, though. Belgium scene is more about like, I'd prefer to pay 40 euros for a hoodie and only have to wear it once than pay 100 euros for a hoodie and be able to wear it forever, you know? Like we had with Nightmare Studios. I'm gonna sound hypocritical for saying this because I'm gonna say something later, but with Nightmare Studios, we were really about quality. We are really about creating a beautiful t-shirt, creating a beautiful piece, and doing something unique, less than just blatantly stealing the exact style of something and just copy and pasting it and slapping your own brand name on cheap clothes. Like there are a lot of brands in Belgium like Buchan, who their t-shirts to make cost like 4 or 5 euros, for example, and they'll sell it for 40 euros or something, but the quality will just not be there. Like the quality is not good, and it's sad because with Nightmare Studios we had to fight against brands like that because they make a lot of profit and it was like a kind of quick money scheme type shit. And they were really like, they put their money into getting it out to celebrities and getting the quote unquote cheap clothes out to the celebrities of Belgium, which aren't that big, but still.
Yeah. But Buchan, it reminded me of the brand Vicinity.
Yes, but Vicinity is also not a completely on their own brand. They take a lot of things from Low Lights and 6 p.m.
If I look at their shoes, it's the model. Which model is it again originally?
It's an Air Force One.
Air Force One, thank you.
Like a Duncan and Air Force One kind of.
And I noticed that with a lot of brands that they take the Air Force One model and kind of change it to make it theirs.
You know why?
What?
China, bro.
China?
Yes, it's very easy to have it done in China. It's become such a hype, and that's why I'm like, we wanted to, like, Alexander wanted to do it with Nightmare Studios as well because he wanted to make the sneaker and he loves Nikes. And I was like, nah, because I really don't. It's such a boring concept.
Because you have it with Vicinity, with the AK-47, in purple. Buchan makes it in brown with their logo on it. I don't think Tears does not do the Air Force One.
No, well, kind of. It's more a dunk. It's more a dunk, a really bulky dunk. That's why it's called the bulk or something. But I like what he does more because it's more like. But Tears, I like Tears because they're coming out for being a knockoff brand kind of. They're like, yes, Tears isn't about it being the newest, hottest, coolest design, they copy, but they like, I don't know how to say it in English, I don't know how to explain it. But for example, he had a collection called the Hard Boys, and it was a direct spin-off of Carhartt. But he didn't act like it wasn't Carhartt, you know? He didn't act like he invented the logo. So that's why I give him that props though.
For example, like Wuhan comes out as for creative people.
Yeah, he in my opinion, he acts like, oh wow, I'm making this special design that has never been seen before, but it is, you know? There's nothing special about it. It is
I did not get that vibe per se. I think he wants to be like, oh, for the creative and the youth and the. But I don't really see a lot of creative around it. That is the problem.
Yeah, exactly. Because he doesn't like.
I do like the concept very much, though.
But it's a hype thing. He just played in on the hype, and that's it. And if that's his brand, like I don't want to mock him, because if you want to be on the show and talk about this, I would really like to see how you feel about your brand and how you want to push this. But I think, to me, there is.
Do you think Wuhan in some type of way
He came to an event.
Yeah.
He came to an event and was proud to put his Fruit of the Loom boxes on his table, and I was like, how are you gonna be proud with shitty quality? You know, we were here with T-shirts made in Portugal, with the highest quality cotton, really like hand cut and sewn. And our t-shirts were more expensive, of course, but our quality was there. And then he's just gonna be proud with a Fruit of the Loom box. Like, it's kind of weird, you know? It's like, what are you doing it for?
But do you think the way people act with Wuhan, because I did see in his videos, people are very hyped. I see Wuhan a lot, and they work with a lot of TikTokers and influencers.
But they don't work with them. They just give them free clothes.
But do you think it could somewhere Wuhan could become part of hype culture?
In Belgium?
Yeah.
Possibly, but I think there's another brand that is on a better way to do that, and that's Suspect. Also, I'm gonna I DM'd him as well. Well, I've talked to him before as well, but I also want to have him on the show. Glenn of Suspect Studios, and his shit is really good because he also did the same shit, but he came with more original designs and really his own shit. But he's also stepping up his quality the more budget he got. Like, the more famous he got, the more his quality went up.
Do you think Wuhan is also going to do that?
No, because they haven't been.
But how long has Wuhan been existing right now?
It's older than Suspect as far as I know.
Really?
Yes, I think so, yes.
Really? I thought Wuhan was not that old, actually.
No, it is. It's been around for a little bit now, yeah. Because Suspect as well.
Wait, how old is Suspect, though?
But I'm not too sure about that, so I'm not gonna.
Are we talking years right now?
No, like a year or.
Oh, okay, because I was
2 years, you know.
Okay, because I was like, for a minute you thought that Wuhan was already around for years, because I was like, I only saw this, like.
No, yeah, but it's cool that, of course, they're very good on the TikTok and Instagram game, and but that's also what we want to do with Aminex, with our clothing, is we also want to have not the highest quality, as in like.
Yeah, that's one thing. Because if you're gonna say to someone,
exactly,
shit quality,
that's why I said I'm gonna sound hypercritical. We're not gonna deliver shit quality, but we wanna have a little, like, one step lower than the high quality of Nightmare Studios, to see if we can speak to the Belgian audience more instead of the German audience, because Nightmare Studios is big in Germany, in my opinion. Like, there's a very big scene there. And they prefer to pay more for quality, because Belgium are, respectfully, but they're cheapskates. You'd be surprised on the daily how much messages Nightmare Studios gets for people with like 1,000, 2,000 followers that will be like, yeah, can you send me some clothing? I'll promote it. And we're like, no, because we don't gain anything from that. Our clothes are not Fruit of the Loom 5 to 10 year old pieces that we can just give away like that. No, a varsity jacket for us costs a lot to make. We don't make a varsity jacket for 15 euros type shit, you know? Or like for 20 euros. No, we pay over 100, you know? So with Aminex, we do want to go lower on the price, and it's not gonna have.
But make sure that the quality is still there.
Of course, yeah, that's what we trying to do.
Because that is
we also want to like play on the TikTok and Instagram reels.
Because I get that you want to do that also and fully, but we should definitely make sure that the quality is there.
Of course, yeah.
For one, just for the people who doesn't want good quality clothes, and second of all, like you can't go rip on Buchan or other brands.
No, of course. But that's why I said I'm gonna sound hypocritical because we're not gonna tone down the quality as in have like shitty clothing. But for example, I wish I had to show it, but we want to have our trucker hat, for example, with Nightmare Studios, who's gonna have more embroidery and also have embroidery on the side of the net of the trucker hat, for example. And with Aminex, it's just gonna be a print. But the hats are the same. You know, we didn't go down on quality for the hat, but it's a print is cheaper than an embroidery and an embroidery in the net. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So that's like what we kind of want to do. We're not gonna do crazy denim jackets or leather pants or no crazy pieces with Aminex because it's just really expensive, and it's gonna be more expensive for the people. And we just want to keep it more basic pieces, more and more.
And then we'll see how it flows and what the future
exactly
brings.
and who knows, maybe we blow up and we get the budget to do leather pants and do leather jackets for both and get on some one piece shit, we're really gonna see how this goes. But that's, I think for Aminex the main goal is to also just play that TikTok and Instagram game and get big like that. So yeah. Is there another topic you got?
Well, brands that we named, and I want to maybe have the people of Tears. Suspect.
Maybe.
No, but it's
yeah. I would love to have him on because I have a very outsider view, and as an own creator, the things that I've heard about.
That is the thing. You're really a creator, and like you're really fashion nigga. So you kind of feel some type of way with what you see. But me, as an outsider who's more music, I'm very interested to see what this man has to say now this close.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie. Like quality and shit, I only know about quality once I bought it, I can't see from your side how good your clothes are.
Yeah. No, I get that.
So me, honestly, I would have loved to one time have like a Buchan piece and see how good it is. Like I wouldn't mind how to see.
Yeah, exactly. I've never owned a piece, so it's easy for me to talk as well.
Because honestly, I was looking at it and I wanted to go online and buy the shoe, but the shoe is sold out because I wanted to see how good the shoe actually is, but it's not there.
Oh yeah, I get it.
Can I get some shoes?
Can I
get some shoes?
No, but it's easy to throw shade at people, and that's why I wanna as a creative, it's sad when you see people kind of taking advantage of hypes and just letting go of quality and just going more for hype. That's why I also dislike. And I'm saying this with Nikes on my feet, but I dislike Nike as well because they really just playing on hypes and their quality is ass. I love these because they're Skepta's and I got them on the drop when Skepta dropped these. I also have another pair of Skepta's and that's the only Nikes I wear because it's really old, like the Jordan 1 hypes, the Dunk hypes, I feel as a creative, looking at how people play on hypes, it's kind of sad because they don't create what they like. They create for just a hype and to get money in their pockets, a quick money scheme type shit. Like they're really just doing it for the hype and they're not putting out quality pieces, and that is sad to see because I'm doing it for the art and I want to produce quality and have something cool that y'all are going to be like, wow, that is going to go down in books.
That's why I would love to see this man on the show because what I get from his YouTube channel, because I've really been looking at him because I did my research for this podcast, the topics, and for me it feels like this man really wants to do it for the people and create a community. So that's why I want to have his opinion firsthand.
Yeah, I'd love to have him on the show and talk about it as well because everything I've heard is like on my creative side is sad to me because it's like
Yeah.
why you ain't doing it like it didn't feel in any way that you're doing it for the art, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Not at all. And that's why I want to have him on the show to really talk and understand like, okay, is it about it being like art and making beautiful pieces, or is it just like, yeah, I like creating clothes and you know?
And for example, if you talk like, oh, you don't really want to do it for the hype and the people, someone who doesn't per se do it for the hype and the people, but someone that I see with a lot of people who are hyped in Belgium underground, MX VDS.
MX Devious.
DVS, I'm sorry, folks.
That's
MX DVS,
It's
yeah.
not my brand.
No, MX DVS, I'm sorry. If you put letters, I'm gonna switch it. MX DVS, yes.
MX Devious, yes.
MX DVS, because I see on his, no, not on his, but on a lot of big Instagram accounts, well, big Belgian
they have
Instagram
MX
accounts,
DVS,
MX DVS, his mask, his this, that, always comes back. And
Yes. He has a lot of. I love what he did with creating his whole. That's what I mean though. MXDVS really has this certain style, and it's really MXDVS style.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's some techwear, grunge, underground, black, dark, you know. And it's really cool. Like it has some military like elements in there and shit. Like you could wearing MXDVS, you could look like a soldier of the night,
Mm-hmm.
but you can also look like a knight type shit, you know, like a fucking in armor, and you can look like a pirate, and you can look like the flyest motherfucker, and you can look like a fucking robot or something, you know what I mean? Like it's really cool, but it all like is so him, and that's not what I get from brands like Bunchen.
Yeah, but MX DVS and
Because they just
Bunchen are
copy it.
far
No, of
away
course,
from
of course.
each other. Like,
But I really loved how Max also started and kept a long time his quality lower on pieces. Like he was also just using blanks for a long time, but he was putting in more effort in special accessories and special designs, and that's why I really liked.
but he has a
MXDVS
lot
as
of
well.
different things now, right? Because he also has
Yes,
like
yes,
tapestry, I think.
Of course, yeah, but his quality is really up there now. It wasn't always there, but now he's.
But it's a process, and I think
Of course.
for the time that Bunchen and the other brands exist, and like even Aminex, that every brand is gonna start lower. If you come from normal people like us,
Yeah,
that
if you come
don't
from
have like a lot of money, feel like it's gonna start with lower quality, and you should see the process. And I'm very interested in that.
Yeah. No, yeah, of course. And I'd love to see other bands do that as well. But MXDVS is at a point that I do respect it for it really being. Like, you can tell if you see someone walk down the street, oh, that's an MXDVS piece. You can immediately tell. It doesn't have to have his name on it, you know? So,
Anyway, people I really want to see on the podcast: owner of Tears, owner of Bunchen, owner of MXDVS.
yes,
So many for Suspect,
suspect as well.
so many more.
Yeah.
Even our number 3 person here, Alexander.
Alexander, we
gotta-
really want to have him.
He gotta represent Nightmare Studios.
I wanted to have him this episode already, but he's on a vacation. He's at the beach. with
Okay.
his gal.
And then look into Ghent, so we can have our Ghent podcast.
I have the Ghent talks.
If you really want to have the whole Ghent crew on there.
No, I don't know about that. No, respectfully. No. It's all love, but
I have
wanna
no
be-
problem. If y'all want to slide on him, slide on him.